Halloween. That was loud, isn't it? It's the time of
Death.
Scary games, but also scary movies. Time of death, also.
Yeah.
Time of YouTube videos that relate specifically to scary things. That's what this video is going to be about. We're going to be talking about horror movies that deserve video game remakes. We've all been having a little chat and a little think of, what could be a good horror game? What could be it? Because there's a lot of good spooky games. Until Dawn. Loads of them. There's some good horror games out there.
The king of horror games,
Horror games were great once, and now
I know.
There are quite a lot of movie games.
Yeah.
But whether they're good or not, we'll have to.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. You can be the jury, and together we'll come to a conclusion.
In a court.
Yeah.
In a Halloween court.
The proceedings commence.
All right, boys. Have you got any good horror movie game tie-ins that you would like to see?
I feel like I was born for this.
Oh, okay, that's confident. So
Okay.
no pressure then. But
right.
can you go first?
Okay, yeah, I can absolutely go
Go on.
first,
What you
right?
got for me?
Okay, it's not a very deep cut, but back in the day, this was a good British horror movie, which I think has now been adapted by everyone else. It's called The Descent. I think it's from 2006 or something like that. And it's a horror movie about a bunch of girls. They go in some caves, potholing in Scotland. I think one of their mates has just died actually, and it was kind of like in some sort of cathartic trip. They'd go, right, let's go down, do some potholing or whatever, and they go and do it. Anyway, bit of spoilers if you've not seen a 2006 movie, The Descent. It's the cave, is chock full of gremlins. Well, not actually gremlins, but they're these weird creatures, kind of like golems, golems. You know what I mean? Creatures that haven't adapted to a world full of light because they're living in this deep cave system. So they're kind of a bit like fish creatures or whatever. Anyway, I think that the game version of this could work. I'll tell you
What kind of game are we talking?
We're talking
Give me a genre.
It'll be like a platformer, like an Uncharted kind of thing. You'd have to write a story into it. Not multiplayer.
I thought you were going to say Amnesia. I thought you were going to say first person,
I'm
atmospheric.
sick of them. Absolutely sick to death.
All right, that's
Tomb
interesting.
Raider.
So
Tomb Raider
he's
reboot.
he's gone delving into the vault. Okay, with a third person action adventure.
Yeah,
Okay.
I am coming to play about. Do you know what I mean? Right.
All right.
So it could either loosely follow the story of it, where you're just doing a bit of pothole and then you've just got to try and escape.
Yeah.
But the cave systems in the film are really elaborate, and there's a lot to it. But I don't know whether or not you want to find out the story of these creatures, how they got there or whatever, or if it's better if you don't and you just have to literally get out. But you could kind of mix it with basic survival mechanics, I suppose. But that's not very sexy in a platformer.
Yeah.
I just think if it looked really good, if it looked like Uncharted 4
Or The Last of Us.
or The Last of Us, something like that,
Yeah.
and maybe you met you met up with a friend later on in the game or something just to break it up, so it's not just you in a cave. Something happens and you end up getting split up, and then your character's trying to find an exit, or first trying to find their friends, and then eventually you either give up on them or you get them and you have to go. I reckon it could work. I reckon it'd be an interesting setting for a game. If the whole thing was some subterranean cave system, there could be combat with these little fucking freaks, but there could also not be because you get overwhelmed a lot. They are quite horde-like.
Yeah.
They travel in packs and stuff like that. They're blind. That's another key feature of the game, yeah? A bit of stealth mechanics.
Clickers.
Stealth platformer. Yeah, exactly.
Making too much sense, isn't it? Should we stop recording and give someone a ring?
Yeah, listen. If Naughty Dog listening. But I just think, it's quite an interesting setting. I don't know how much of it would take place overground, but maybe just none of it. Maybe just the whole thing's in a cave.
Nice. Good start.
Make it work. So yeah,
strong start.
That's
well done, Jake. Liam, what you got?
So, I don't really know if you count it as a horror film, but fuck it, I'm going to anyway. Jake mentioned Gremlins. I'm going to say Gremlins.
Yeah.
But as a dungeon keeper type game.
Yes!
So say, you've got the townsfolk, they're coming to get you, and you just can, build traps and, ambush them. And
yeah, like a Home Alone kind of.
Or maybe put a bit of lemons in it with the whole Gremlins, because you do have hordes of Gremlins.
There's a lot of them, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that would be fun.
That'd be a nice one.
And it'd work for Christmas as well. Gremlins.
Festive.
And that
Festive.
Think about that.
Yeah.
You don't have many games like Dungeon Keeper and all that anymore.
Not much
so
anymore,
that'd
no.
probably be a hankering for it. Look at the Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
I love that.
The closest I can think to this sort of what I'm trying to think of is maybe you remember like Overlord?
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
Overlord.
The
yeah.
Codemasters game where you controlled like all the little imps
Yeah.
to do your bidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose that could work. We just put some gremlins in it.
It could
You play as like one leader, king gremlin.
Yeah.
And you send the gremlins out to like go terrorize the town and stuff like that.
Yeah, 'cause you
Two
could have-
two very gremlin heavy answers here, and I like it. I didn't see this coming, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're getting flanked
the bar.
by
I'm not saying that the bar's been set or anything.
by
but
the goblin bar.
If you count Gremlins as a horror film, it's definitely one of my favourites. And I think you could have some fun. It wouldn't be so scary.
No.
But it might have
Yeah.
that like mischievous fun quality to
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
That you get from games like Dungeon Keeper.
Yeah.
Where you're playing as the bad guy, but you're like sort of reveling in it.
Yeah, like I mean, Luigi's Mansion, I guess, is like not a horror game, but it's definitely spooky, you know.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
this is cool. It's cool that
It's a good one. and
It'd be
I
a lot
like
of
that.
mayhem involved.
And
Yeah,
I like the
given-
Overlord. I like the. Was it Overlord? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I like that comparison.
The idea of that, of being some sort of puppet master
Yeah.
Yeah.
to like these mischievous little fuckers.
But you can swing an axe if you want.
Exactly. And I like to know that that's always an option. So
Your
yeah.
main enemy, obviously, it's got to be Gizmo. He's got to be the final boss, isn't he? Because he's going to try and stop
He's
you.
like he's like a traitor, isn't he? Big time. So
He's the good Mogwai, yeah.
yeah, so just crush him.
That's nice.
try
That's two good answers. I'm in a very fortunate position that two of my favourite horror films I've already got, in their own way, a game made out of.
Alright, and what are they?
The Thing
Okay.
has the
That is
game.
fortunate.
Good
The
game as
Thing.
well.
It's a good
I like
game.
it a lot.
It is a
Yeah.
good game with a good mechanic that was
Yeah,
new
yeah.
at the time.
Translated the film quite well.
Yeah.
For PS2
And
technology.
original.
So
Yep.
yeah, so that had like a squad fear thing, didn't it? That's what you're referring
Yeah.
to, I'm assuming, right? There was
Yeah,
a
there's
good
the
mechanic.
fear level. Yeah.
So you guys could like you had to keep them level, keep them steady.
It had like a sanity mark. Basically,
yeah.
Which
Yeah.
Amnesia made famous. But other games have had it since. Like, well, loads of games have had it since, but some games had it prior to Amnesia. The Thing was one of them, and Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem
Yes.
Yeah.
for the GameCube had it as well.
So
Probably
that
some more.
and Event Horizon, which had Dead Space, which Dead Space is better than Event Horizon by miles, but Dead Space is.
I suppose it is in a way. isn't
Dead
it?
Space is fucking
Oh, yeah.
banging. Dead Space is beautiful.
No, not that it's banging, because of course, but I mean, like, I
It
suppose
does
it's
share.
Event Horizon.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
similarities
no,
between the two, for
totally
sure.
is.
Yeah.
Totally is.
It's got to be.
You know, so I'm already in a lucky position that I don't have to like dream like that. That'd be good. That already exists. What I do think would be good, and this sounds like I'm going to rip you off now, which is annoying.
Okay.
But Train to Busan, played from the perspective of the zombies, right?
Okay.
You got to just fucking stop the train, innit? You're like the zombie director in Left 4 Dead,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
you got
okay.
zombies on a train.
Right.
You're trying to stop that train. You're chucking everything you got at the train. Because how many times have you bashed?
You could play it like an RTS or something. You could even be
Yeah.
like that.
They
Exactly.
Are Billions is made for
Yeah,
this.
but like flipped. They
Yeah,
are
but
billions,
you-
but flipped.
Yeah,
So-
because you know where the train's going to be, right? So you could like start like infesting that area with plagued zombies, and then
Exactly.
set up traps and blocks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you can plan ahead because you're.
It's like tower defense, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
how many times have you like bashed a zombie over the head or shot a zombie in the face? Too
it's
many
time
times.
the zombies fight back.
Yeah, I want to hear from the zombies. Give me the zombies'
Yeah.
perspective, right? And like in Left 4 Dead, like Left 4 Dead had this AI director thing where it was different every time. So you could play through Left 4 Dead a level and like just hordes would come out of anywhere.
Yeah, they could.
But imagine if you were just like in control of that and you were like trying to derail. You were just sending pure
Literally
mass
derail in
thing,
this
trying
case.
to derail the
Yeah.
train. I think that would be really cool. Like just trying to do something, flip something on
That's
its
good,
head.
you
innit?
know. That's actually a good one as
It's
well.
good.
Yeah, give me
This-
some money in it. I'll make it happen for you.
This is what could be happening, but what is happening is that all horror games coming out are asymmetrical.
Yeah.
So
A lot of multiplayer.
Well, yeah, so Friday the
focused.
13th and stuff. Dead by Daylight is kind of hoovered up loads of horror IP. So, like, Scream, Ghostface,
Jigsaw Killer.
Jigsaw,
Michael
got
Myers.
Michael Myers.
Says a lot of like the horror genre, doesn't it? That it's just can
Isn't
just
Ash-
go from all these characters.
Man with knife and cloak.
Yeah,
Man with
teenagers.
knife who can fast forward in
Yeah.
time.
Isn't Ash from Evil Dead in it now?
Probably.
I think he is.
I think
I don't know how that would work though.
Freddy Krueger, because that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. First
Yeah.
thing I thought was like Nightmare on Elm Street would
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah.
If one was Freddy, because you weren't like making the dreams, but it'd be too complex to work into a game. But yeah, Dead by Daylight kind of is taking that formula and really running with it. But I don't know. You don't like horror games in general. I don't know. There's not actually been that many recently. Single player.
There's
horror
not
games.
many I would say were particularly great.
Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 7. Like, there's not many like
That have
full
done something,
fat horror
done
games.
something with
I
it.
think
Yeah.
my big problem, I absolutely love horror games. Like I said, the PS2 era of horror games was top notch.
Yeah,
But every horror game now, ever since Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Is
they're all-
Amnesia Dark Descent?
They're all just variations of Amnesia,
Yeah.
and I really don't like survival horror. Apart from Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 2 Remake is pretty much a goner. I wish that would make a comeback.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know,
what
like
I mean?
everything is just guy with camera hides in box from
Yeah.
things. Outlast 2, Outlast 1.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. It's weird because like we were just talking about this now actually before we started recording that games of the decade is something that people need to be thinking about now,
Yeah.
right, as we draw to a close. And I'm thinking about horror games and shit, and I'm like, damn, there's not really that many horror themed. Bloodborne, yeah, but
Yeah,
you know, is it there to scare? Like
Silent Hills will be forever.
Resident
That's a good like horror tagline. That there to scare. I like that.
Is it there to scare?
Silent Hills is the greatest loss of our time.
Exactly, that's the thing. So Silent Hills should have happened, never did. Rest in peace. And maybe we'll see more horror games in the next few years, but it's like it seems a bit of a
Alien Isolation. I liked a lot, and it was at least trying to do something. It was at least like
very faithful to the film.
yeah, and atmospherically. Very good. You know, just the first time you sort of like get out of bed or whatever it is at the beginning, I can't remember. But like the atmosphere, the way the ship looks. Yeah, I think it is something like that though.
Yeah.
The way the ship looks and the sound, the actual score of the Alien is in there. Oh, very good. That the first few moments of that game are very memorable for me. I think as a huge Alien fan. Any more movie tie-in suggestions? I got another one for you if you want to mull it over.
Okay.
The Babadook.
Okay.
Right. Played from the perspective of the Babadook?
No,
A young Babadook.
It's not one trick pony. Don't try and box me in, mate. The Babadook, but it's obviously going to be like that studio that made the Awesome Adventures of... I forgot what the name is.
Captain Spirit.
Captain Spirit. I said the Awesome Adventures of Captain Phillips. You guys, yeah. And
Tom Hanks on a speedboat.
I don't think anyone would view that as an awesome adventure.
This is a sequel when he survived and he's on a
is
yacht
him
trip in
post
Barbados.
Captain
the
Phillips.
Babadook, if you haven't seen it, it's fucking excellent. Very,
Great
very
film,
good
yeah.
horror film.
Yeah, speaking of the decade, this is what like.
Oh, yeah.
By the big horror boys, like they reckon Babadook is like.
Oh, it's
best
banging.
of the decade.
It's banging.
It's up there.
But very influential. But it could work really well as a character-driven, sort of
Well, that's so
narrative
Awesome
game
Adventures
type
of
thing.
Captain Spirit is the prequel to Life is Strange 2.
Yeah.
But not importantly, Life is Strange 1. It's the just very before prequel.
Yeah, so that kind of Life is Strange-ish type, like, personality, character-driven story.
A lot of interacting with your environment.
Yeah,
looking around.
but then it's just got that, like,
I don't think we've seen many
horror
horror
ambiguity.
stuff like that, like a horror walking
Until Dawn,
simulator,
I
so-
suppose.
Yeah, I guess.
That's probably the closest, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a joke answer.
Go on.
It Follows, but Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, just,
You-
apart from if you stop, you're dead.
Yeah, you've got to keep hiding from this monster.
Like one of like Mario Run on the phone.
Yeah, an endless runner.
Like Bit Trip Runner, yeah.
Yeah,
You just got to keep going.
yeah.
Before
But
this
just stealthing
monster
about.
comes and gets you.
Yeah, It Follows is a good movie as well.
It's great.
But I'm sure there's some really good ideas out there that haven't been explored. But it feels like every time I've seen a horror, like a licensed horror game, it's just a bit of a miss at the moment. So
Yeah.
more good ones, please. And Blair Witch.
It was
Right.
not that good.
If you want to pitch to us the best idea for even
What?
if it's something that's already been done, rewrite history. Just go down in the bottom. Let us know what you think would be a really good horror game. Why? What genre? Anyone can do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to quick fire, before we close out though, I'm going to quick fire some movies to you. And
Okay.
all I want you to do is give me a genre in response, like a
Okay.
game genre. So I'm going to give you a little example. If I were to say The Witch, for example, you say CRPG. Right? What is it? Okay.
That is perfect.
Okay.
Dialogue.
I know it's perfect. That's why I said it, mate.
yeah.
That's all right. So I'm gonna,
Jake
I'm
Kevin,
gonna
that.
chuck some, I'm gonna chuck some horror movies out, and I want you to tell me a genre, right,
Okay.
within seconds. Okay, no hesitation. A Quiet Place.
First person shooter. Nice and quiet.
The Exorcist.
Oh,
Surgeon Simulator.
get the holy water.
Yeah, you just gotta like throw the holy water.
Hereditary.
Oh,
Adventure game.
yeah, platformer, isn't it?
It'd be a good like management game because of the dollhouse thing. I think.
No, that's what I was thinking. Like The Sims. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad set himself on fire again. Whoops.
Paranormal Activity.
Oh, It's just like one of them Outlast ones, isn't it? You've got
Yeah,
a camera, sneaking about.
Or Five
You
Nights at
can't beat
Freddy's.
Toby or whatever. You've got to just run away. The demon's name's Toby Cannon. That's weird, that, isn't it?
It is weird.
Fucking hell.
Insidious.
Fucking full-on brawler. Pick your fighter, innit? The Nun versus that redheaded guy.
The Conjuring universe, but Smash.
It's Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's totally that.
James Wan Street Fighter, innit?
You plays Patrick Wilson or Annabelle.
I got a couple of good ones here for you. Let's see if you remember these. Gerald's Game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Walk-
Escape
walk-
Room.
Yeah, exactly
That's
that.
good. That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
one. That's a very good one. The Ring.
Oh, mate. I don't know. Can't do it.
Like Her Story.
Okay. Like what? Like you've got a what?
Yeah.
Like you got to go through the tapes and
Definitely.
find out what's
Okay.
killing
That's
people.
good,
Yeah,
man. The new Suspiria.
Oh. Dunno.
Deadly Premonition, I guess.
Yeah, like a big weird
Yeah,
Twin
that's
Peaks
good.
game where you just go around like Harry Potter 1, the Hogwarts
Like
game.
Bully. Because
Yeah,
it's in the school.
That's exactly what I thought. I
but
thought Harry Potter.
mysterious shit going on.
Yeah.
The Conjuring.
I've told you once. I'll tell you again. The James Bond brawler.
Very funny, very funny. Last one. Trying to pick a good one. Rosemary's Baby.
Mate, I'd have to be like a sinking city, going around just
Yeah.
like
Nice and atmospheric.
yeah.
Sherlock Holmesy type.
Oh, there's a massive occult symbol on the wall.
That'd actually be good.
Yeah.
What I
Some
learned
of
from
them
that
ideas
was
there.
I want to play all of them. This is what
Yeah.
I've learned from that. Those are our Halloween horror movie tie-in suggestions. If you've got any better ones, let us know what they are down in the comments. Have a good Halloween, innit? See you later.